Hi everyone, my name is Megan Merkley. I am a resident of Tucson, Arizona with my husband Jeff of 6 years. We moved to Arizona last September and we find ourselves again moving. We are closing on our first home on Monday, so that's pretty exciting. We were married in the Denver, Colorado temple where he and I both grew up in the northern Colorado area, so it was perfect. And it was also the only temple at the time. We love to travel and we take specific trips for our anniversary. This was taken last year in Glenwood Springs, and we did a trip to Glenwood Springs, Colorado in honor of our Coloradoan heritage, if you will, to take in the beauty of our state before leaving it behind. I grew up with 3 brothers and 3 sisters. All of us are redheads. I am the middle of all of these children, and that has shaped me into who I am. I once told my mom that I thought it would be so great if I was a middle child, an only child. And she reminded me that I wouldn't be the person that I am without these people, that my personality would be totally different. And I agree. I have had many great times with these people. My brothers and sisters are dear to me, particularly my sisters. This is in chronological order. My sister Erin, me, Allie is 2 years younger than me, and then Kate is the baby. We frequently take silly pictures and go on sister days that are basically just play dates with my sisters. We take pictures and trips, and we go out for dessert or buy silly things at dollar stores. So every moment is full of shenanigans with them. Just a little bit about myself. I love singing. Music is a big part of who I am. I grew up listening to punk rock and Celine Dion, and I love musicals. I once auditioned for The Voice several years ago, so that was a pretty unique experience. In my family, we quote movies a lot. We watch a lot of movies and we quote them. And it actually started a few years ago where we started this tradition of asking specifically missionaries that we had over in our home what their top 5 favorite movies are. And we have found that it's a really great way of getting to know people. So my top 5 favorite movies for you are Ever After, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Blind Side, Stardust, and Undercover Blues. So in no particular order, and some of them are just little known videos, but I have enjoyed watching them and sharing them with my husband. As far as my interpersonal relationships, I've narrowed it down to 3 people that I have the best relationships with, and that includes my husband, Jeff, my dad, and my sister, Allie, and this is her. This is me. To break down my relationships with these 3 people, I would specify mine with Allie's based on experience. We grew up together. We shared a bed. We shared baths. We shared, obviously, a room and clothes and inside jokes. And we made up a secret handshake years ago that we use to this day. And because of those experiences, we are bound, and we tell each other everything. And so I chalk up our very strong best friends forever relationship to experience. With my dad, our personalities are very much the same, emotionally speaking. Our love languages both are words of affirmation, and one of my favorite pastimes with my dad is sitting in his office, which is where this picture was taken, for hours and just talking about testimony and our family and the trials that we experience and life in general. And I treasure those moments. So the fact that we can be honest with one another about everything And my dad has always been very blunt with me, and tough love always worked really well. Because of those experiences, I know that we will always have a very strong relationship. And then last but certainly not least is with my husband. We have experienced infertility, and it has been a very difficult thing for me to go through, but specifically being able to share my feelings with Jeff. It has only been over the last few years that, or I would say even just the last year, that I've been able to truly open up to him and even cry on his lap, and share those feelings with him. That part of our relationship is trust, being able to trust that he will take care of me and he will never judge me for the feelings that I have, and he will never discount those feelings. As far as speaking publicly, I've been given many opportunities to, hold on just a second. I've been given many opportunities to speak in church, and I took a speech class in middle school and again in high school. And as I reflect on those experiences, I would say that my greatest struggle is gauging my time. I often speak far under my allotted time, or recently I found that I am a little more long-winded than I would like. So that's my struggle, and I hope that this course will help me to better gauge my time in speaking, and I look forward to what I can learn in this course, both from the content and from my fellow students. So, thank you.